Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Howard on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Wentz. He's got a rifle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about... On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wentz. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, that's Hampton, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Look at that. He got to cock it back so far just to throw the ball, man. I don't like that, man.
17 for him now on the year.
I'm throwing the ball. He got to cock it back so far. Damn, man.
Help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, fellas. Let's
go. They get set to head back on the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Man, I tried my best to undercut that, and they put me in that animation, man.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
I tried my best to undercut that shit, man.
First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner,
damn, man, that's a pig.
Get it done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
What was that?
I do have to admit,
what was the cone over there? What the fuck was he doing?
Catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it.
That's a deep zone over there. Where is he at?
The feet.
Man, computer be wanting to do that all thing too much on this man.
Crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the
I promise they do.
Turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
All they do is stay in his zone, man.
On the move on first down. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And Perriman's got it.
I couldn't, it blended in with that goal. I couldn't even see that damn thing.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
I'm thinking it's going toward the back of the end zone. I didn't know it ran. I couldn't even see it. That's cheap, man. Man, with 10 got the same color as the ridicule thing, man, they need to change the color. I promise I couldn't see it because of that gold back there. I see I'm way ahead of that motherfucker. That bitch are like 5 feet in front of me, man. That's bullshit.
A touchback as that sails over the end.
That's bullshit.
So the Patriots coming out now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious.
Bro, I was on it. I was ready to pick that off.
Feel a little bit more like maybe
that bitch fell like 20 feet short.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
throw left side complete. That's Stevenson.
Man, come on, man. I'm just got to start putting a running back in them, man, for this shit.
For the defensive guys when they see the
Cause these fullbacks, man,
catch the ball.
too fucking slow. But if you put a running back, they gonna know what you're doing.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Man, come on, Carson Wentz. How you overthrow him that bad, bruh?
Big turnover there as his guys
ain't no pressure on you. Man, I give up. I'm gonna run every play the rest of this game, man. I give up on throwing, man, cause these quarterbacks can kill me, man. Ain't no pressure on him. He overthrew the man by 20 yards. Promise I ain't throwing no more, man.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Good shit, Gilmo.
If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
That shit look crazy, man.
They really
be having a one-on-one this. And then I didn't even lead him. I just threw it. And he overthrew him that bad, man. I ain't even lead the man.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That computer, like, they can't react to shit, man.
Been able to do these last couple of
I
plays.
couldn't even click over there and get on dude fast enough. That's another pick that got away.
Just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
See, look at computer, man. See, look at computer. That is a pick 6, man. Computer always trying to knock the damn ball down, man. I wanted to click over there, but I didn't want to fuck nothing up.
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He will not go down.
I'm talking about.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a
that boy made something nothing just then.
He loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
That boy made something nothing just then, boy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Carson Wentz. Come on, Carson Wentz. That is a touchdown. How is you throwing? He overthrowing the damn ball, man.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh God! Sometimes when I see shit like that, I think you be getting sucked into a tackle, man.
The drag and being able to run away from defenders.
Cause you can hit them on the run with it, and they still get caught from behind.
Man and zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's gonna go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Oh, line, come on, bro.
And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So
CJ Mosley got them hops like that.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie things at 17-all. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's looking deep for Bell. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Left.
Now Mahomes. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go on the ground. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace, ace.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds
18, that's a pick
I don't
holiday.
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points.
Forget you have the time
Able to connect
sometimes.
on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're...
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ace! Ace! You got four. You got four. Left, 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 left. Slow.
On first down, Mahomes. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Green, 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. They had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Shorty.
Wentz to throw on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Working from the gun, Wentz. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mahomes now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
81.
Wentz. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
BRADY, blue 45, blue 45. So.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Blue 45, blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got Miller. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Z. Mike, check. 59.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. They run with Howard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, they run with Howard. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Scoring, there's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in. So for the Patriots, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.